Welcome back everyone to week 2 of sneakers releasing in January 2023, where we go over each sneaker, giving them a rating of 1 to 5, showing either how hard it is going to be for you guys to cop for a personal or how good of a shoe it's going to be for that resale market. Now before we get into it guys, I want to hear from you guys. Comment down below the best and worst drop coming out this week. And without further ado, let's start off with January 17th. We have the Nike Dunk Low Montreal Bagel. Now I know these have been released already a little bit early on some places, however they're officially releasing everywhere on the 17th, and it's a pretty cool concept, not gonna lie. It pretty much looks like a bagel with the sesame seeds all over it with a blue Nike swoosh. I think these are really clean, and the resale value on these are gonna be really good. Every single size will have some really nice profit. It's gonna be pretty hard to get your hands on these, I'm not gonna lie. For that reason, these ones are getting a 5 out of 5 all day long. Every single size will be profitable, and yeah, if you're wanting a personal, you're gonna have to try pretty hard to get these because there is a really high demand for these already. But moving on the 18th, we have these Nike Dunk Highs in this plaid colorway. Now if you've been watching my previous sneaker release videos, you already know Nike Dunk Highs, they can be the nicest colorway in the world and have pretty low to no resale value on them. And this one, in my opinion, is a pretty ugly slash mid colorway, so for that reason these are getting a solid 1.5 out of 5. The only reason it's not getting a strict 1 is because there is that very small chance that you can get these in stores and resell them to someone local for, you know, a little bit of profit. It's not going to be anything crazy. Most likely than not, these are going to be sitting and most likely will go on sale eventually. So if you do want these for the personal, just hold out. I guarantee you can get these cheaper than buying them right away. And yeah, let's quickly move past these ones. Also on the 18th, we have the Nike Dunk High Psychic Purple colorway. Now I've already seen these in stores, so they've already been releasing. However, on the 18th is when they're going to be officially releasing everywhere. And like I said, I've seen these in stores and they've been sitting. Again, they can be the nicest Nike Dunk High colorway and still have like close to no resale value. However, this one is a way nicer colorway than the one that we just saw. That's why I'm giving this colorway a solid 2.5 out of 5, straight in the middle, because you have more opportunities to sell these locally than you do the other pair. It won't be the craziest amount of profit being made. And yeah, let's keep moving on. Also on the 18th, we have the Nike Dunk Low Multiple Swoosh Whitewash Teal colorway. It is a women's exclusive. It does have that panda colorway with a few extra swooshes on it, and that panda colorway is actually really helping this shoe. If it was a different kind of like colorway, I guarantee the resale value on it wouldn't be as good as it is now. However, with that being said, there is not going to be like a crazy amount of profit on these. I do believe there will be like a little bit of profit to be made on each pair, just because mainly it is that panda colorway with a few more extra bits on it. It's not going to be for everyone. It's definitely not going to be the highest profitable shoe this month, but it's getting a solid 3 out of 5 for me. These ones you'll most likely see in store. They might sit for maybe a few days until all their stock is gone. That's what I'm predicting, but I don't see these things selling out within the first day or anything crazy like that. If you want to capitalize and get the most money, I would go for those sizes 9 and up, and try to limit buying sizes like 5, 5.5, 6, and 6.5 women's. Usually those ones don't perform as well. The sizes 7 to 8.5 women's will be like the mid amount you get for your profit, but 9 and up is most likely where you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. Then again on the 18th, we have the Nike Dunk Low plaid colorway in this green and red plaid colorway, and unfortunately this one's very similar to the other plaid color that we have coming out. Honestly, this one's a little bit nicer than the highs, but that's not gonna save it. These ones are gonna do a little bit worse than the ones that we just previously saw, those multiple color swoosh ones. This one's gonna be a little bit worse. It's gonna get a solid 2.5 out of 5 on this one, but there will still be chances to make some money on them. However, I do see these ones sitting a lot longer than that other Dunk Low, mainly because when we look at like resale value and stuff like that, the main thing we have to take into consideration is the wearability on a shoe. And if this shoe had none of that red or green on it, it would be a very wearable shoe. However, it does have that stuff, and it takes it down a whole lot. So that's why it's getting such a low rating. But let's move over. On the 19th, we have these Nike Dunk Low remastered in this mint foam colorway. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think this might be the ugliest shoe releasing this week. Does that mean this shoe is gonna have absolutely no resale value? No, I don't think that's the case. However, I don't think it's gonna be anything like crazy. I see these performing somewhat similar to that multi swoosh colorway we just went over. I think practically the same thing's gonna apply for this one. A very interesting take on the Nike Dunk Low. However, I don't think it's gonna do that well. Again, we look at wearability on the shoe, and I don't think a lot of people want to wear this shoe. The tongue itself has that exposed part, and a lot of these like Jordan 1s that have this exposed tongue that we've seen before, they don't usually perform the greatest. Same thing's gonna apply for this one. I don't think it's gonna do anything crazy. I think it's gonna be a solid 3 out of 5 on this one. If you want them for the personals, you should be able to get it relatively easily, but the resale value on them, I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. Like around lunch money is what I'm thinking on this one. We have 2 more. Let's move on to January 19th. We have Adidas collaborating with Sean Weatherspoon. Now this is a Weatherspoon collab, so you do expect to have a little bit of resale value at the minimum. However, don't be fooled, guys. This Adidas model doesn't have a lot of hype behind it. The only real thing driving it is that name of Sean Weatherspoon. So don't get confused that just because it has that big name value doesn't mean it's gonna have a lot of resale on them. I'm expecting these to do, honestly, depending on how early you can get them in hand, you might be able to make a decent amount of money, but it's not going to be anything crazy. Once all these get into circulation, I do expect prices to drop a good amount. That's why it's only gained a solid 2.5 out of 5. Really mid, to be honest. If I can sum up a lot of these shoes, it's a lot of mid stuff. And yeah, let's just move over to the last pair. Another Adidas shoe. We have the Beyonce Ivy Park collab with the Adidas Top 10. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it doesn't seem like there's that much demand for this shoe, so that's why I'm just going to spoil it for you guys now. It's gained a solid 3 out of 5. And the only reason it's getting that high of a rating or that low of a rating, depending on how you see this, is the only real way I can see you really making a decent amount of money on these if you sell them locally to the right person. For the majority of people, they're not going to care about this shoe. They're not going to care about this collab, this Adidas model. They're not going to really care about any of this stuff. That's why it's getting the rating it is. And to be honest, guys, this week, not the craziest. However, next week is going to be a lot better, so stay tuned till then. But guys, yeah, that's everything dropping this week. You have to let me know what's the best and worst thing coming out this week. In my opinion, the worst one has to be the Nike Dunk High in that plaid colorway. Really ugly in my opinion. And the best one has to be the Montreal Bagel one. That's probably the best thing dropping this week by far, so keep your eyes on that one. And yeah, comment down below, let me know your guys's. First person to do that will get pinned in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys for watching till the end, and I'll see you in my next video.